Hi guys, this is Rob from Hypop at hypop.com.au. Today we'll be looking at the very popular Jinbe EF-200 watt continuous lighting head. We'll be listing out some pros and cons about the actual head itself, and also just going through some of the features of the head. Firstly, it is a monoblock design, so that's a very familiar design for most photographers. It really looks similar to a flash strobe that you would use in a studio environment, but this is actually a continuous light. So that's the other pro, which is that it is actual continuous light. That means what you see is what you get. You don't have to play around with flash, and when you are using continuous light, you get to see the light fall on your subject, whether it be a video or photo, and you can reposition the light to see fit. Secondly, it is light modifier friendly, so that means you can actually mount a variety of different lighting modifiers from the umbrella to suit the umbrella mount at the bottom here. And it also supports Bowen's lighting modifiers. So Bowen's lighting modifiers are really great. You can mount a variety of different modifiers, including octoboxes, snoots, beauty dishes, and also the Jinbe softball. Being LED lighting, it is rated to last 100,000 hours, so that is a really long period of duration that you'll get use out of the actual head itself. 100,000 hours, if you leave that consistently on 24/7, it's lasted up. It's rated up to last 11 years, so that's a really large amount of usage that you get out of it. The head itself, there is no real heat dissipation on the actual head unit when it is on. The daylight bulbs themselves are rated at 5500 Kelvin as well. So this particular model is the 200 watt model, which means that it is rated at about 20,000 lux at 1 meter. And as you get to 2 meters, it's about 5,600. So there is really a large amount of output from the actual light itself. Some cons include that it isn't battery operated, so it's really stuck to the studio environment, so you have to use it with an AC outlet available. There is no batteries that operate the actual unit itself. And secondly, there is a slight audible sound. I'll demonstrate that shortly, but the audible sound is really negligible. It's not really noticeable in the video or that you're taking, so we'll demonstrate that shortly. So some of the actual features of the head include the stepless control here. So there are 10 different intensity levels. There's a plus and minus button on the back of the panel here, and you can go 10 intensity levels up. And also there's a few switches at the back here. The switches are just for your wireless trigger. So this wireless trigger is sold separately. It is the Jinbe TRS 2.4 GHz wireless trigger. So when you set that onto the same channel, so if I set that on 1 and I switch that unit on, switch that on now. If I switch that on and I switch the trigger on, I can actually control the light from here, so I can step that up, as demonstrated there. You can actually control the unit to turn it on and off as well, as you see there. So this particular TRS trigger is actually a hot shoe mount, so you can mount that on top of your camera. That's really useful if you're in a studio environment. You don't have to go to the back of the panel to actually control the head itself. You can just stay with your camera and shoot the video that you're recording. Another great feature about the LED lighting head, the Jinbe EF-200, is that it actually is flicker free. So that means if you're shooting videos, you won't see the notorious flickers that you see in some videos with other lighting solutions such as fluorescent bulbs. So this is just the audible test at a distance. The camera is about 2 meters away. I'll turn on the EF-200 watts via the TRS trigger. So that's the lowest intensity at the moment. There are no other sounds in the studio at present. And I'll just step that up via the intensity control here. Put it up to full intensity. That's at full intensity now. So we'll see if that comes across in the video. I'm right next to the unit, so I can actually hear it, but at a distance there should be no audible sound, and it is promoted as silently running. So that was a really quick look at the Jinbe EF-200. It really is a popular product for continuous lighting solutions. For more information, contact us at www.hypop.com.au. My name is Rob. Until next time.